All right. So, with Marvels of the Galaxy set to come out later on this year, uh, also by Square Enix, the same parent company of Marvel's Avengers, with a different studio. Uh, there's one thing that I can say about the game, about this game, that makes me feel a lot better about it, and that's the fact that we know what kind of game it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? They disclosed to us that we will be taking control of Star Lord, and we will be fighting alongside the rest of the Guardians. But the rest of the Guardians will be AI, and we will just be able to command them to do what we want them to do when we want them to do. Now, it's good to know that and keep that in mind, but there's a problem there. And that problem is, why would you do that with this game? Why would you take a team and make it to where they are all controlled through one person? You know what I'm saying? That, in my opinion, affects the game negatively in so many ways. And that is the reason why I'm making this video here now. It's not to beat down on another Square Enix title, another Marvel game from Square Enix. It's to basically shed some light using what we know now from Crystal Dynamics and whatnot, how basically when the game came out, we were told, or before it came out, when it was announced, that we were told that it was going to be a multiplayer experience that was going to live on for the next 5 years and whatnot. And here we are, we're struggling to get through year one, and everything that mattered, that they made us understand, or anything that they said to make us understand that this is going to be a multiplayer game when it was announced, it's kind of not. You know what I'm saying? But with Guardians of the Galaxy, at least we know that it's going to be a solo player game. I just don't understand why they would make it like this. And that could streamline it, maybe because they didn't intend on making a multiplayer game. They only intended on making a story-driven game. You know? And this is why I want to say that I think this game is pretty much going to hurt. I think the single player aspect of taking control and giving commands to the other Guardians would probably hurt this game in the long run. Now, I know my thoughts are all scattered all over the place and whatnot, but I'm trying to put this out there in a way that you can understand. You shouldn't have a game based around a team that you can only play with one character. If you could swap between the Guardians on the fly or whatnot, that might bring some similarity or something to the game, to where you can at least, hey man, I like playing with Rocket, or I like playing with Drax, or I like playing with Gamora or Groot. You know what I mean? But you don't have that there. All you're gonna be saying now is, man, Star Lord's cool and everything, but I wish I could play with the rest of the team, you know? And maybe they will allow you to play with the rest of the team. Maybe you will be able to take control of Groot or whatever, and give the orders to the rest of the team. But I don't see that happening, considering that the game seems to be centered around the leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy. You know what I'm saying? He's the lead. You're the leader. You're Star Lord. You take control of the team. You make the team do what you want them to do. Now, with the gameplay in the back, you can kind of see how that works out. I mean, look, Groot and Rocket are pretty much just standing there. They're not doing anything. I mean, Rocket's shooting, but you have to. That's what I was talking about the command system. You know what I'm saying? You have to make them do something, bro. Had this been a multiplayer game or whatnot, the whole team would be involved. Everybody would be doing something. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Instead, it's it I don't know. It don't sit right with me. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part, it makes me think about all the stuff that they're going to have in the game when it comes to upgrading and, you know what I'm saying, making the character stronger, making the team synergy stronger and whatnot. Like you see at the end of that fight just then that they had a level up bar. Well, how's that going to work? You know what I'm saying? Like when I go in there, am I going to be able to level up? I go into the low level up screen or the load up screen or whatever you want to call it, the upgrade screen, and I'm picking Groot, and I say I want to make Groot be able to do this. You know what I'm saying? And the way I move over here, and I want to make Gamora be able to do this better. You know, make Drax be able to do this better. I want to make Star-Lord do this better. You know what I'm saying? If this was a multiplayer game, then you would have 5 different people playing with each character the way that they wanted to play with those characters. It'd be somewhat remnant of fucking Marvel's Avengers, but it appears that with this game, they've taken a function that's in Marvel's Avengers that actually sucks. You know, being able to control the AI and whatnot, and worked on that a little bit more in order to make this game the way that they want it to be made. Now, who knows? We don't know much about this game. We don't know if it's going to be good or not. You know what I'm saying? But from what I can see now, that's probably the only red flag that I can say that stands out to me the most. The fact that the game is not a multiplayer game. You know, and I believe not only does that kind of not make sense, but it also could hurt the longevity of the game. Because seeing as if it was a multiplayer, imagine me and my 5 friends or me and my 4 friends take control of a Guardian. You know, we go on and I'm playing through the game as that Guardian. You know what I'm saying? We beat the game. And then I say, hey, man, I enjoyed that. I want to play with Drax next time. And somebody else say, well, that's cool. I want to try out Star-Lord. That's cool. And we swap up characters and we play the game again. You know what I'm saying? I think that despite y'all will be adding DLC, I'm sure, because the Guardians have been on many adventures. I think that would help with the longevity of the game. But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? Living in a multiplayer world, a game where we are online all the time and we're constantly meeting new friends. I don't understand why you would take a team-based game like this and turn it into a solo player experience rather than take all the Guardians and give us a multiplayer experience that we didn't fully get from Avengers. And like I said, that may not be the purpose of this game, but I think that would have helped this game out a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure, like I said, there's going to be a story mode. There's going to be a campaign. You got to go through it and whatnot, and that's fine. I'm interested to see how things are going to work with the game. I'm interested to see how the mechanics, the fighting, the combos, the synergy moves that they have with each other. I'm interested to see the story. You know what I'm saying? I just think that this right here, it will I think this is going to affect the game, whether it be in a positive way of some sorts or mostly a negative way, which I believe, because I think you got too much here to put it in the hands of, to put it on a solo track. You know, I mean, we talking about the Guardians of the Galaxy, guys. We talking about exploring different planets, Nova Corps, all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Coming against intergalactic beings like what's his face, Ego and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, there's gotta be something else in this game that is going to bring, I don't know, excitement to it, other than the fact that it's just the Guardians of the Galaxy. And there has been speculation that this game could take place in the same world as Marvel's Avengers, you know what I'm saying, in the same timeline or whatnot, as we say. You know, this timeline is a big thing in Marvel now due to Loki. I believe when Loki took that Tesseract, he created the timeline for Marvel's Avengers, which is why it's so messed up. But I don't know, man. I guess it just remains to be seen. When the game comes out, we get some kind of a beta or whatnot. Because I think that if we get a beta for this game as well, being as we did get one for Avengers, and Square Enix, they are not accustomed to. They are accustomed to dropping betas with their games and whatnot. So I think we'll probably end up getting a beta with this game. But guys, let me know what you think down below. Do you think a solo mode? Do you think making this game solo hurt it in the end, or could it have benefited more from being a multiplayer game? But you can play with your friends, level up your Guardians. You know what I'm saying? Play through the game, bounce back, switch up, and you know what I mean. Let me know down below what you think about that. And, yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. Be sure to subscribe if you're new. Drop a like on the video, and that bell for notifications so you'll know when I go live or upload a video. I do go live, and I'm usually streaming over on my Twitch. I've been trying to bring some gameplay over here to my second gaming channel.